Hello and good evening, everybody. Apologies in that I'm not so sure if everybody will find me this evening. I didn't do my usual and post a prompt purely because I didn't know if I was going to get here this evening. Sorry, I'm just making sure I find myself on the iPad. But whilst we're waiting to see if anybody does join us, my name's Colette Thornton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. And you'll also find me under Let's Create on Facebook. I've got a little... Oh, I'm about to lose the iPad, sorry. There we go. So yeah, you'll also find me as Let's Create on Facebook. And for the purpose of, in case you find me on YouTube, this evening is Thursday the 20th of May 2021. So if you are watching, if you can give us a thumbs up or press the subscribe button, that'd be even better. And then hopefully at some point I'll have enough people subscribed that I'll be able to do my lives straight onto YouTube, and then we won't find all of the battles that we have with Facebook. But for now, this will do just fine. So I plan a bit of a quick one for this evening, because in truth, it's been a very long day. Not much has gone to plan today, which is kind of becoming the normal for my Thursdays now. But I've also got to go and sew some badges on my little boy's karate kit for tomorrow. And I don't want to be a mummy fail. Hi Bev, it's lovely that you've come and found me, thank you. Hope you're well. So this evening I thought I'd kind of take it back to the mini catalogue for a little bit. In that I've got some snail mail DSP that's crying out to be used before it has to be hidden in a cupboard. But I watched a demo by, I'm going to get her name wrong, Emma Goddard, Coastal Crafter. She's a very talented lady, and I loved it. And I think she'd used the party puffins, but actually it's one that can be used for absolutely anything. Oh yes, all good, thanks Bev. So I've made a sample using stamps, but I'm not even going to stamp this evening. Because it's the snail mail DSP, I'm going to become a fussy cutting queen. But we will get there, hopefully. So I'll flip this around so that I'm not... Hi Leslie, it's lovely of you to come and find me, thank you. I hope you're well. So I'm going to turn this around, hopefully, without too much hassle, and then I'll be able to show you what we're getting started with. So bear with me, I've just got to turn the camera around. Oh, you get a lovely view of the wall for a little bit. There we go, let's line, oh, we're going to fall off, so let's line up. That or my Coke can's going to go flying. It'll be one or the other. Don't think we can have both. There we go, that's not a bad, oh. Go forward anymore. There we go, that will do us. So let's just make sure that we get ourselves on here, and then we will get started. So the card that I'd made was this one. I think I've got us too far forward. Yeah, there we go. Let's have us up a little bit so we can actually see the desk. There we go, sorry ladies. So this little cutie opens up like this. So this one I'd left pretty blank because I was going to use it for a thank you card, and anybody that's probably had a conversation with me knows I like to waffle, but it's a really simple card, but I just think it looks really cute. So this DSP is from the Sweet Symmetry suite in the annual catalogue, and these little guys are from the Count on Me. And again, these are from the In Symmetry stamp set. So I've been playing with them lots. I've been prepping some other bits in the background, for which I've had to become a fussy cutting queen. So let's have a sheet of this out, because we're going to need a card base, we always need some basic white. And then I've got some decisions because I haven't even got this far. So these are normally my go-to sheets because I love Blush and Pride and they coordinate so well. I'm just going to see if I've got any of the swirly one because again that's another favourite. So I do, I've got swirlies. And there was a red one, I think, with hearts that were Blush and Pride, yeah. So, I've got those three that I could use for the main one. Or the stripes, I suppose, because that's got Blush and Pride in. What do you fancy, ladies? Let's have a see. I'm going to need a sheet with some snails on, I know that much. So let's, oh, we'll have some toadstools. You can see these have all been chopped to within inches of their lives because I've very much enjoyed using them, to be fair. But this is all I've got left now. And I think I'm going to have to buy another pack just to put away for Freya because it is her favourite. We've gone through oodles of this. Well, I say oodles, I've done a card class with them as well, but they are definitely her friends. Where's the other one? That's on the back of the swirly sheet, I think. So, decisions. That's the snails as well. I think we might go bold and go, oh, I'm going to lose them down there, aren't I? Let's use the toadstools, shall we? Something a little bit different because they're not ones I'd usually go to for a card front. I can't lie, again, I've not really decided what the plan was for using this card, so I might just use one of the Hello, cut one of the sentiments out from there, and then again I've got lots of room for writing. So this, I'm just going to cut a C6 card base with my coordinating cardstock, so 14.9, and then score at the 10.5. Now originally the next lot of measurements were all in, they were a mix of inches and centimetres, and it hurt my tiny little mind, so I've been and changed them all over because I couldn't cope. So what we need now is a piece that's, oh, will this fit in? Let's have, possibly not quite. There we go, we're just about in. So we need a piece that's 14.5. I was doubting myself then, sorry. By 20.3. And then we're going to score this at 10.2 and 15.2, which was also the 4 and 6 inch mark, but it was a mishmash, so it hurt my, I'm going to want that still. So the coordinating cardstock for the front, we're going to want a 10 centimetre by 14.4 strip. Sorry, my tiny mind's trying to remember my measurements. There we go. And then the rest we will play as we go. Let's get that out in one piece. So this will be going on here like this. and I've got the 2 largest layering circle framelit dies, sorry. So the largest one, don't glue this down. So what I tend to do, because I know I'm likely to move it, I've forgotten my removable tape, so I'm hoping that washi tape will be kind to me today. So what I'll do is I might dab it on my jeans for a little bit first, and then just, oh, I've already moved it. So what I did was I just lightly taped that there, just so that I can move it about, and it's, oh, it's not going to cause any issues. And then I lined up the largest of the dies there, and I did tape that as well, just because I didn't want it to move whilst I was playing with it. There we go. So if I bring my cut and emboss machine in, apologies in advance for the state of my plates, they're in desperate need of a wash. So I'm going to put this through here. Hopefully it's not going to shake too much. Oh, she says. And while we've got that out, we will need the next size down. Oh, I'm juggling plates not very well. And some Whisper White, no, Basic White even. At some point I might get back with that program and start calling it. It's a pretty new name. Oh, aye. For a little bit of a burton. There we go. So that's all of the die cutting, I believe, she says. We'll soon find out. I might remember something else along the way. So let's get us back on the straight and narrow, shall we? So what you can do now is carefully remove, especially if you used washi tape, because you don't want it to, oh, it has a little bit, pull at the card where it gets squished through. So there is a really, really good Scotch tape, and it's called removable tape, and that's usually what I play with for this, thanks to the lovely Hilary Folds, who pointed me in the right direction after a paddy because of washi tape one afternoon in a team event. Love a heart. So let's get these out of the way. Especially be careful if it's your DSP top, otherwise we'll be turning this over. What's on the other side? Oh no, I wouldn't want to turn it over either. I'd be cutting a new piece. So keep hold of your, which one do I want to keep hold of? Let's keep hold of the cardstock one, and then we'll use this in something else, and we'll put the white on there. So this we can now glue down, and what will happen is that it will fit beautifully in your little gap. Where did you get? Good old Amazon helped me with the removable tape, Bev, but I have seen it in Smith's as well. Oh, I didn't want to do that though. Gonna have to put a snail there. Yeah, I've seen it in Smith's as well. Oh, what Wally? I don't need to put a snail there. I could have left my glue there, to be fair. It's going to be covered up. Yeah, so I got it on Amazon, and I don't think it was a lot more expensive, to be honest, than what it would be in Smith's. It was just convenient because at the time we were still heavily in lockdown, I believe. I think it might actually have been in March when we were having our Was that the craft session where we had lots and lots on the bingo board to do? So it might have been them. So that's that part. I haven't even burnished my card yet. Oh yeah, what am I doing this evening? So there we go, that's a little better. And where did I put my basic white bit? So this card piece is going to get concertinaed like that. So I get some crisp folds on there. There we go. And then this piece, oh, she says, will sit nicely in here. Again, she says. Batting this everywhere today. So this is a nice, easy one. I needed something I knew I'd be able to pull off this evening. Because I think, was it last week or the week before? I was flying by the seat of my pants and winging it. I don't think I've got that in me this evening. So then if you close it up like that, you know that this area here is already sticky with glue because of my boo-boos. But that's where you're going to want to put this. Oh, she says. There we go. So let's get some glue on there. Because that way you know that's already lovely and lined up for closing your card. And you can get this, because we're not stamping on here, I'd confidently put that bit down already. With the last one, I stamped it first, again, because if I make an error, I can quite easily rectify that then. And now we need to work out what we're going to have on there. So we're going to got to have some toadstools in the inside, I think. And the beauty of this is you can do the outside and the inside and just get lost in all of the decoration. And that's the bit that I really, really enjoy. So I've bought the big ones and the little ones because I thought we could use the big ones on the front and the smaller ones inside. Tell me I bought Snail. Oh, we did. Panic not. So I do very much prefer this one, but I've used an awful lot of the other guy too. So we'll have one of those. I think it's only right to have the letters and notes loitered about. So we'll have some of those too. Maybe we should cut one of the guys out just because. So let's use one of the part ones and I'll show you, because I still use those because I don't like wasting anything ultimately. And we'll have a selection of toadstools because let's have all 4 different ones. I haven't got one of him either. Oh, do you know what? I should have just cut the sheet, shouldn't I? Indecisive Annie has returned. So we'll have those cut out in a moment. They just make a real lovely, easy card. My little one loves sitting. 9 times out of 10 she'll ask me to cut the bigger bits out, but she'll cut the little snails and certainly the note lids and the presents she'll cut out. She tends to lose the bows, love her heart, but she adores it. I've got to go in with some team craft stuff we've got going on. Sorry, I've got a tickle. I've had a face mask on the entirety of the day. And of an evening it leaves me with a tickly throat. But it's still better than COVID, right? So let's make sure I'm on the screen and then we'll get started with these guys. Because it's only right that I think they feature on there. I think we're in for a very wet weekend, my lovelies. And Mark's working, so we're probably all going to get a lot fatter because that means I'll be baking. Because what else is there to do? You bake and then you snuggle on the sofa and watch films. Hoping that's what the twins are going to want to do anyway. We shall see. I know their nanny and granddad are itching to see them as well, so... In fact, I think both sets are, if I'm honest. So... And now we can actually venture in a house. Wow. Almost feels like Christmas again. Now, I don't even attempt to cut the inner bit of the eyelashes. I literally cut straight. Just up there. Because I know if I attempted to cut this bit, I'd lose it. So it's not in the snail's best interest. They will be blinded. They will be left without anything. So it's just easier all round to leave them. Nobody's really going to notice that much. So it's all gravy. Oh, I nearly lost his eye then. There's me giving it all that I don't cut the eyelashes. Ay, ay, ay. So apologies, there's lots of fussy cutting this evening. It's due to my disorganisation. This week's gone crazy fast. So fast. I don't think it's helped with... I'd only been doing 1 or 2 days in the office, and this week I've done 3. So it seems to, I think that's probably had an effect as well, to be fair. In that I never know what day of the week it is. So... Hopefully I won't keep you too late this evening. Thanks to the lovely Jane, I've discovered a new favourite sweet treat. Orange Galaxy chocolate. The whole month is flying by, Bev. You're so right. It really is crazy, although part of me is kind of glad in that they've said it's the wettest May since the 60s. So I'm glad in that respect, but it means the twins' birthday's closer. I'm not prepared for all the cake making, and my garden certainly isn't ready for visitors. And the rain's not doing me any favours either, because I can't even get to sort it out. So as much as, so I think if we have to, we'll end up doing shifts indoors with people so they can see them. It's going to be quite a bizarre one. Well, less so than last year, but it's still weird for them. They've had such big birthday celebrations up until last year. And then we were down to just grandparents, so ho-hum. But it does mean that I've got an excuse not to diet and eat cake. And because they both like different types of cake, I'm even better off with that one. So Freya always used to have a gingerbread house for her birthday. But last month she discovered chocolate brownies. And I said I've got to make giant brownies. wish I'd be doing that. But I've got a whole weekend planned. Well, I say the weekend, the evenings. So you'll have to keep your eyes peeled because my non-stamping kits and my stamping class and the mystery bags should all be going up at the weekend. I've just got 2 left of this month's kits to get delivered, but they've just been a little out of my radar. Oh, yummy. Yeah, so Bev, I've never really made, well, I've never really had brownies. I've not a chocolate cake fit. I love a bar of chocolate, but I've never been keen on chocolate flavoured anything. And quite by fluke, I often buy those kits for the kids to make shopping when I go shopping, just that they've got something quick to bake if they want to. And it had been substituted for brownies, and she loved them. She'll give her a due, she'll try everything, but she loved them. So then at Easter we ended up making, was it Easter? Well, it might have been a little while after, but we were just trying to use up the mass of chocolate that they got. So we made chunky chocolate brownies, and yeah, I think she ate more than everybody else combined, which is bizarre because up until that all we'd ever got her to eat is gingerbread. So even as a bubba, she never really liked cake, but she's entertaining chocolate cake. And she even ate my chocolate Weight Watchers cake bars the other day, the little devil. So let's start having a play and see. I think she's gonna have to go there. I'm saying she's got beautiful eyelashes, she's got to be a she. And we're gonna need, I wanted a hello. Oh, that's fluky. There is a blushing bride hello in there, so we'll have that out. Don't think there's one in the right direction just with the heart to go with it, otherwise we'd have that, but we might put one in the inside going the other way, because even if you're saying hello to somebody, you can have a heart attached to it. Why not? Why not, indeedy? Gotta love somebody enough to make them a card and send it anyway. So there was a lovely little post that I saw this week that I shared on my business page, and it really resonated. I've been asked why I bother making cards, especially when there's lots of shops that sell them so cheaply. Have I stuck that down already? Yeah. And it is, I get real enjoyment out of making them and then seeing other people's reactions. So what I think I might do is raise her up a little bit so that we know I can put some bits underneath. So I've just put a couple of sticky pads on there. And my theory, I used to always put them directly onto the snail or whatever I'd cut out, and I learnt very quickly that my positioning was never great, and I'd end up sticking the two pieces together, which didn't always work in my favour. Oh, sorry little lady. Oh no, you're too big. Where's the little ones? Oh, you're going the wrong way, but you might be ideal for that side. We can get you on there. Have a little one. Oh, I'm going to mangle your eyes, aren't I? Let's not do that, Claire, if we can avoid it. Quickly cut this one out as well. It's been really very cold today, so I stupidly went to London. Oh, that just fallen down the back. Went to London today in a t-shirt and a hoodie. And then all the trains got cancelled, so I very much regretted it because I spent a lot of time on the platform. So let's see where you're gonna fit. Almost want that bit hidden so it looks like it's just coming out there. So just gonna put a dollop on the back of there for the minute. Did I even glue it? Aye, aye, aye. Sometimes I do wonder. There we go. Oh, I've splodged it too much. So I went too high even though I said I didn't want to. Let's cover that up because it's going to upset me. There we go. So have you down there a bit. And the lovely bit about Tombow is that you can still move it a little bit afterwards as well. So what else have we got? Oh, we need our hello. Let's have that on a dimensional too. Pop that up there a little bit. Oh, it would help if it was straight, couldn't it? There we go. That's a bit better. And then let's have one of those. I think we could probably get away with normal letter or a present. Let's have one of the normal ones because it's plain. It'll get seen against such a busy background. There we go. Just have one of them down there. No, too much. Don't want to go into overdrive, but I do want to see if I can maybe hide. No, probably not going to get away with that. Might get away with that though. That one down there. So what I tend to do, mark that for a minute. Oh, too much. I think I've completely missed my mark, but never mind. That's on there. And then we've got all under. Oh, I didn't stick that one on. What a wally. So let's have that up there. There we go. So, because we know all of this is going to be hidden, we can almost make, oh, might be hidden if we do it properly. So let's have that one right down there. Yeah. And then our little man can go up to here. always get these eyes out of the way as quickly as I can. And it's always easier to fussy cut them if you've got the bigger piece to keep hold of. So there's still some really good offers with Stampin' Up at the moment. So the Join Plus, I suppose, is the main one, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't mention it. So the Join Plus offer is quite literally a joining offer for Stampin' Up. I think everybody automatically assumes you have to be prepared to make a business, which you most certainly don't. I'm quite literally having fun as a hobby. You don't have to do your lives, don't have to do any of, well, in fact, you don't actually have to do anything else. So if you choose to take up the starter offer and do nothing else, you will get a 20% discount until the end of October. You'll be able to claim £154 worth of product for £99, and you won't have to pay packaging and shipping on that. So Stampin' Up will provide you with catalogues and things in that package, but if you choose not to do anything with them, that's entirely up to you. You don't have to. I know some people that have handed them out to other demos or put them straight into the recycling. So it's entirely up to you, but it's an incredible offer. I thought the joining offer I had was good. But lots of people do it just to get the discount and more product for your money. But the part that I think doesn't get spoken about enough is that it's opened an entire community for me of like-minded people that enjoy crafting. And there's team events, there's all sorts. My upline is amazing for keeping everybody on track and with fun ideas, and she's creative. So it'd be really lovely to have people to be able to share that aspect of crafting with. So please, if that's something that you'd like to know a little bit more about, then please let me know and I'll do that. There's also I can't remember what it's called, but there is another offer where you get additional host pennies. And again, you don't actually have to host. I know people are not allowed in your house currently, but we are able to do virtual hosting of parties and things. But if you didn't want to, you can always club together with some friends and share. There's that lovely pack of, I think it's 48 pages of DSP as a host gift that I very much would like. The kits, there's new kits. There's non-stamping and stamping kits, and in fact the non-stamping ones are going to be used for my kit class for June, just so that everybody can get to see them ultimately. And there's some beautiful ones. Certainly got my eye on some flutterbyes, but equally, I mean, there's a guy kit as well, so if you get your order in quick enough, it's got Father's Day as one of the stamps in there. Again, the World Shop West stuff for that, and it's lovely to just get onto Zoom and to meet other people and have a natter outside of your normal friends group. I really enjoy it. And mystery bags will be going live as well at the weekend, hopefully, the sign up for that. So there we go. I think I don't want to over egg the pudding, so let's find the original one that I had. So the original one I used with some products from the new catalogue, and this was kind of my saying goodbye to Snails. So there we go. I'll post some photos of them in the morning, and I'll be uploading my videos. My replays will all go to YouTube from now on. So I will be back on a Facebook Live next will I be next Thursday? I want to say it will be Friday next week, because I think we've got a team meeting, which I really don't want to miss. I really very much enjoy them. So I will see you all next week. Have a lovely week. I hope you all managed to find some loveliness in the weekend. Oh, thanks, Bev. That's really kind of you. And hopefully we'll get to see you all soon. Take care. Bye.